Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session of emerging political trends, where we have learnt about the political atmosphere in Andhra Pradesh with the establishment of Telugu Desam Party by the then veteran actor Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao, and further we have seen the political events that have taken place in Andhra Pradesh after the establishment of Telugu Desam Party with a tagline Telugu Vari Atma Gauravam Kosam. Today we learn about the Assam movement. There was a movement which has taken place in Assam. That's a strong demand for autonomy actually. So the present Assam is different, and 30 years back Assam was different. In 1980s the Assam was different. So there was a much stronger demand for autonomy. Autonomy means more freedom they need from the center. That was taking place in Assam. In Assam, beside Assamese, the Assam has a language called as Assamese, because beside this Assamese, Bengali was also a majorly spoken language, because it's a neighboring state. Bengal is a neighboring state, and Bengalis were also mostly settled in Assamese in Assam. So from British times, Bengalis have occupied lower and middle rungs of the administration in the state, and the Assamese speaking people felt that Bengalis officialdom did not treat them as equal but as second class citizen. So they felt that Assamese have felt that these Bengalis are treating them as a second class citizens, and they are dominating them. To make matters worse, there was a lot of migration from cross border, that is from Bangladesh. Assam has a border with Bangladesh, so much of the Bangladeshis also have crossed the border and entered into Assam, and they have got settled there. So whenever there was any political instability or natural calamity in the neighboring Bangladesh, immediately they used to cross the border and enter into Assam. Thousands of people have moved into the state, creating huge discomfort for the local there, because the local people have lost their employment and they have lost their cultural roots also, and soon they were outnumbered and they have become outsiders. So these local people have become outsiders, and the original outsiders have become the local people. So this is what they are unable to digest it. So in the late 1970s, the general feeling of unhappiness among these people was transformed into a social movement there. The All Assamese Student Union, this is called as ASU, children. So please remember, this is one of the most important question also. All Assamese Student Union, this is a famous union which has later converted into a political party called as AGP, Assam Gana Parishad. Okay, one of the political party offshoot of ASU is a AGP, that is Assam Gana Parishad. So this ASU was the forefront of all the agitation. This organization spread across the state and was especially popular among the youth. The youth participated very actively, like they have participated in the Telangana movement. The youth participated very actively, and it led a number of strikes, agitations and marches which has directed against the central government to make its demands clear, mainly to remove the so-called outsiders. कौन है ये आउटसाइडर्स? जो बॉर्डर क्रॉस करके इस तरफ आए थे, जो बंगाली लैंग्वेज, बंगाली बात करते हुए इधर डोमिनेट कर रहे, उन लोगों को इधर से निकाल देना बोल के उन लोगों का डिमांड था. That was the only demand of these ASU, that is All Assamese Student Union. Besides cultural and demographic differences, there was also an economic dimension to this issue. What is this economic dimension mean? Trade and other establishments, especially the business जो रहती है state में, were in the hands of the non-Assamese communities. The major resource of the state, that is including tea and oil. Assam में तो टी और ऑयल ज़्यादा मिलती है, टी बहुत कल्टिवेट करते हैं. सो दी लोकल्स डिड नॉट बेनिफिट विद दीज रिसोर्सेज. वो स्टेट का रिसोर्सेज जो है वो स्टेट पीपल, द पीपल ऑफ द स्टेट, द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ द स्टेट शुड गेट बेनिफिटेड, बट ए लोकल्स के बेनिफिट नहीं हो रहा, मगर नॉन लोकल्स जो है वो बेनिफिट मुनाफा पा रहे. So the tea industry was mainly based in Kolkata, and the oil industry had very few locals involved despite being in the hands of the public sector. Of course, oil refining industry is in the hands of the public sector, but very few locals have their jobs in the oil industry. Furthermore, the oil was being moved out of the state and refined elsewhere. All in all, the dominant thrust of the movement was that Assam was being treated as an internal colony, and this had to stop. So they felt that Assam is being looted by the central government, and they felt that it is an internal, they are treating Assam as an internal colony, like Britishers India को सोचे थे, वैसे Indian government Assam को सोच रहा बोल के there was a feeling among the people. And the main demand were the local people should be given greater preference in the employment, the outsiders should be removed, and the resources should be benefited only for the locals was their main demand. So how these demands were achieved by the ASU, we shall see in the next class, children. Until then, take care. Thank you.